Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Read IO. Well, a lot of stuff happened last time. In particular, they got into Mutsuki's computer and explored the world of Babylon, got in touch with Dro and Edok and Lem. And also, Hinata got into the Shamash account, and now Hinata's returned home. I know no one will respond. Even so, it greatly diminishes the feelings of loneliness I was having earlier. Why is that? I'm alone right now, but I don't feel like I'm alone. There's something warm in my heart. In Babylon, I came into contact with the IO system, a puzzling experience if ever there was one. I felt Mutsuki's life in there. Doesn't that mean that Mutsuki's alive as long as Babylon continues to exist? I guess there was some use to diving in there after all, even if only to feel a sense of reality. What are Hinata and Sakuya doing right now? Are they playing the final scenario while I'm here? That means my shadow is my other self, and yet not me, doesn't it? But when I return to Babylon, we fuse together. If that kind of shadow has self-consciousness, then to them they are the real deal, and Babylon is the real world, and the players are characters summoned from a parallel universe to possess them. It's a world that lies beyond the mirror. For all I know, that might be wrong, but I feel like I'm slowly beginning to understand why Mutsuki chose the charm of an innovative job managing Babylon. It rained in cyberspace as well. It was a spurious natural phenomenon caused by the admins, whom you could call gods in that matter. But every single drop that hit me felt so cold, so real.
それで、結局緑も吉田くんも見つからなかったっていうの?
Afterwards, Sakuya cross-examined Chiquitita, for a bit.
確かに見つかりはせえへんかったとはいえ。
何か手がかりでも？
どうも、二人とも時間転移されたくさい。
時間？
転移だって？
うん。拙者はまだパートナーが見つかってないから外部から観察してるだけやねんけど。
Could it be that only couples can participate in scenario Ashur? Probably.
どうもあの最終シナリオ、きな臭すぎる。
Yeah, that's for sure.
まあ最終と歌われてるぐらいだから、いろいろ仕掛けもあるんだと思うんだが。
あるポイントで、二人は全く逆の時間軸。つまり過去と未来に飛ばされるらしいんや。そして離れ離れの時空で事件を解決せえへんと再会できへん。
How's that supposed to work? I mean, simulating time travel. Yeah, it just... You got problems of causality. I don't understand how that would work.
わざわざ男女ペアで入って離れ離れになっちゃうの？
うん。普通なら絶対ありえへん事態なんやけど、何しろ曰く付きのシナリオやからな。
So does that mean that Sakuya and I will eventually be separated as well?
リアルスペースでは遠く離れた国に住んでいる二人がバビロンで出会って結ばれる。ところがそれがシナリオの都合で引き裂かれる。反響欄になるカップルもいるそうやで。シナリオの途中で挫折して自殺したり。
自殺？
おいおい、たかがゲームの中の出来事なのに大げさじゃないのか？
甘い！
Chiquitita suddenly turns towards me and points at me.
我々 IC にとってリアルスペースこそが歌方の夢。ネットの中の空間、それこそが真にリアルに実感できる場所なんや。
Imaginary children, IC for short. Those who suffer from being unable to feel their own existence in the real world, but have adapted to operating telecommunication systems and other networks. In virtual worlds, they don't even need to be connected to everything via an electronic link. This is because they can feel an overwhelming sense of self and sense of completeness there, and so they are more sensible, faster, and can operate things more accurately. Therefore, rather than being called a mental illness, it's been interpreted as humans' mental makeup being optimized to follow in accordance with the new world. Their existence might be a new breed of humans born because they're needed in this era. Sure, if you say so.
したがってバビロンで繰り広げられる悲劇は現実よりも胸に迫ってくる。君には分からへんのかな、現実世界が嘘くさく思える感覚が。
I sees? No, more importantly, how does Inagaki know how I feel? Can he see into my mind? Or is Inagaki also the same as me? Above everything else, though, the last thing is the only thing I don't want to admit. More importantly, and on top of that, my mind isn't working very well. Even the fact that I'm unsettled right now is making me unsettled.
それで緑と吉田くんはこことは別の時間軸に別個に飛ばされたというのね。
確証はないけど、目撃者の話では空中に突然鏡合わせに異次元への輝くゲートみたいなのが現れて二人別個に吸い込まれたっていうことや。
光のゲート。
That was the conversation we had, and then all of a sudden the conversation went dead. It seemed like there was nothing more we could do on the net to investigate our classmates' whereabouts tonight. I checked the clock to find that it was close to 11 p.m. I said our farewells to Inagaki and walked Sakuya home.
もう行っちゃうんだね。
Sakuya stood in front of her house and looked at me with upturned eyes, looking like she was reluctant to part with me. She was clearly depressed about not being certain about her friend's whereabouts.
明日になればきっときちんとしたことがわかるよ。
I say that as if I'm trying to persuade myself of that as well. Sakuya was clearly trying not to go into her house. I looked up to find that the lights were on, even though no one should have been there. Lately, more and more people have been leaving their lights on even when they leave the house in order to prevent their homes from being robbed. But I think in her case it's because she can't stand going home to a completely dark house. That's something that resonates deeply in my mind as well. Suddenly I realized something strange. Even though Sakuya is always coming over to my house, she's never tried inviting me over to hers. It makes sense when that scary dad of hers is there, but right now there shouldn't be anyone else there. Perhaps she's being cautious because I'm a boy? No, if that really were true, then it would make more sense if she didn't come to my house. In that case...
ひなたは黙って消えちゃったりしないよね。
当たり前じゃないか。
それはそうなんだけど、私誰かがきちんとこの世界につなぎ止めてくれないと、なんだかこの体が消えちゃいそうで。
サクヤ。
As she said this, I wrapped my arms around her shoulders that were trembling in little spasms. Her soaking wet body looked smaller than usual. Because of the rain, our bodies weren't warming up in the slightest, despite the fact that Sakuya was pressed against me. Her trembling passed from her body into mine. Only her eyes seemed to have any light in them. And then...
じゃあ、また明日、バス停でね。
Sakuya backed away from me as if she were peeling herself off of me. In that instant, it felt like my soul had been split into two. I just waved my hand, unable to say anything meaningful. In an instant, Sakuya turned around and disappeared through her front door. Her hair swayed like a rabbit's ears. For a moment, I was captivated by the illusion that Sakuya was going somewhere far away. I shrugged my shoulders, and just when I tried to turn around to go home, I took a quick peek back to find Sakuya's face sticking out of one of the windows.
おやすみ。風ぶり返さないように、早いとこ風呂に入って温まって寝るんだぞ。
There was no sign of the solemn state she was in just moments ago. Geez, she's such a neighborhood nuisance at night. Although I thought that, a smile instinctively rose to my face.
それはこっちのセリフだ。早いとこそのびしょ濡れの服を脱いで、とっとと熱いシャワー浴びてこい。
ああ。
何？
今なんか、いやらしい想像したでしょ。
はい？なんでそうなるんだよ。
え？しなかったの？なんでよ。
Make up your mind.
結局どっちがいいんだよ。
Yeah, exactly.
もう、鈍感なんだから。決まってるじゃない。どっちも良くて、どっちもダメなの。
No, that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
とにかく、私はいつもサボテンと同じ気持ちなんだからね。わかった？
What, you mean you're always prickly? Yeah, kind of. Was there a reason to specifically tell me that?
わかったような気はする。
もう全然わかってない。
はいはい。僕は女心が全然わからない僕レンジンですよ。
わかればよろしい。
Which do you want? Well, I don't really get it, but it seems it's really true that I don't get tired when I'm with Sakuya. Perhaps she thinks the same of me. As with most days, I part with her feeling like that. The hands of the clock went past midnight a long time ago. With this, my school break is officially over, and it's now Thursday. I never thought I'd be looking forward to school this much. There's several mysteries still plaguing me. The keys to solving those mysteries are also waiting for me at school. My classmates, Yayoi-sensei and... I take a quick shower and absent-mindedly change into my night clothes. That said, I'm still not sleepy. I'm not scared of sleeping anymore. It's just that before I do so, there's something I have to do.
よし。
The place where Mutsuki hid the crossword clues. It's obvious that they're most likely in her room. Since no one cleaned it up, she must have left the clues at the same time she ran away from home. Just like the book with the password in it. Dear, dear, I shall be too late.
大変だ、大変だ。もう遅れちゃう。か。
If my memory serves me right, wasn't the rabbit summoned to a tea party? Wait, or was it that he was summoned by the queen? But does that quote mean that Sakuya and I are late for something?
どこから手をつければいいんだろう。
When I think about where it could be hidden, I feel like it could be hidden by anything anywhere in this room. So first, I face the bookcase, the most standout object in the room. There's disc cases lined up in a row. There's a CD on the left end of the highest shelf. I remember that since our interests in music didn't match up, we'd go to separate corners of the same room and wear headphones to listen to our music. But now, I entrust myself to the music that shaped Mutsuki's heart. I sit down on the bed, open each of the disc cases one after another, take out the liner notes, and try looking at everything. Mutsuki becomes a wave that begins to soak me. That's why I... Yeah, that's probably another place where a choice might come up, eventually. Eventually, after opening a various number of cases...
これは...
I quickly squint my eyes as I focus on a part of the bookcase. It turns out to be where the famous Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland is.
ああ、これだ、これだ。
It's an English-Japanese version with the original English on the left page and the Japanese translation on the right. Because the rabbit scene is near the start of the book, I find it quickly.
大変だ、大変だ。遅れちゃう。
ねえ、お兄ちゃん、一緒に読もうよ。
Those nostalgic lines and memories run within my mind. Shamash's password was from a passage in Alice in Wonderland. If that's the case, then the key to the clues should be in Alice in Wonderland. Why didn't I realize that up until now? As I think that, I look at the English text. Oh dear, I shall be too late. Are my eyes deceiving me? I try reading it one more time, but the words obviously don't change. I open Light and Shadow of the Ancient Orient to the page I found the password. Dear, dear, I shall be too late. There's no doubt about it, the two O's aren't there. Because it's just an interjection, it doesn't really change the meaning of the sentence at all, but it does bring up a problem. Because if I'd gotten the password wrong and had entered oh dear, I shall be too late, I wouldn't have been able to enter Babylon. Maybe Mutsuki took out the O's because it would have made the password too long? Of course, that's a possibility, but it doesn't leave me really satisfied. It feels as if I've fastened my buttons wrong. It's a strange feeling, like when I found the summoning incantation for Shamash in the Epic of Gilgamesh and tried entering it only for it to fail. Logically speaking, there should be an answer that'll leave me satisfied. The reason I'm unsatisfied is because Mutsuki's idea of solving riddles is to scatter clues around in vague locations. I've been entrusted with the duty of solving them. Feeling rather overwhelmed by these thoughts, I boot up Mutsuki's computer as if to distract myself. Light rises to the monitors like a mirage. In it is the message Mutsuki left, and the boxes of the crossword puzzle, blank as always. Regarding the puzzle itself, there's 26 down and 15 across for a total of 229 letters. There's also 14 boxes with green squares in them. I'm guessing the letters that go in there form an anagram that I can derive the answer from. Well, I think the term is acrostic, but okay.
しかしな。
I'm really good at crossword puzzles, but how am I supposed to solve it without keywords or clues? Wait, what was it that Ren said about this again?
だからそれは全部じゃなくても今までのいろんなところにも散りばめてあるの。もう本当兄ちゃんたら昔から鈍感なんだから。
今までね。
Words like clues spanning from Babylonian mythology to Alice in Wonderland begin to fill everywhere on the white screen that is my mind. There are some that seem like they'd fit, and others that don't.
えい、ママよ。
Even if I worry, it solves nothing. I'll just use trial and error to figure it out. If I'm at a loss as for what to do, I should try everything out.
よし。
With that thought, I reach out for the keyboard. In that instant,
プロンプト。
the cursor on the screen flashes as if it had been waiting for a text entry up until now. So apparently it's able to sense when you bring your hands close to the keyboard or something. That's what I'm interpreting from this. Drawn in by it, I start typing. Shamash.
Huh?
When I come to my senses, I notice that on the lower middle section of the crossword puzzle on the screen, the word shamash has appeared vertically.
こんなに簡単なことだったなんて。
1 second later, the letter bodies to the left and right of the word are highlighted. A cross clue. Blank H star blank blank. In psychology, the restrained impulses of a person's consciousness. Blank 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 M blank 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 blank. A very small engine proposed by Drexler. Blank blank star blank 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 A blank. A Babylonian pyramid with stairs. And 2 words. The miracle that Mary, the mother of Jesus, experienced. The letters H, M, A, and the last H begin to stretch out into words. It seems that if I click them, it allows me to try entering the letters. And furthermore, there's 4 green boxes there. In other words, if I'm able to solve them, I'll be able to grasp the keys to the truth. For now, I'll start by solving the ones that are in my field of expertise. A cross clue. A very small engine proposed by Drexler. Nanomachine, yeah. Eric Drexler is a scholar whom I respect. If he hadn't proposed the future of the nanotech revolution, the present world would probably be quite different. Down clue. A test used to distinguish computers from humans. Yeah, that's the Turing test. The name of one of the most legendary hackers is Isaiah blank A blank blank. A circuit that is letting out sparks has blank blank O blank blanked. The gods of Babylonia with the heavenly god Anu at their core. 2 words. In Christianity, the verdict carried out by God in the final day.
なるほど。
So I'm supposed to follow up on them in succession like this. Anyway, until I come across words I don't know, I'll continue to take on the ones I can with all I've got. So let's take a look at these new ones. Ugh, that last one. Not only is it long, but it's also got 3 anagram letters, so I know I need to solve it, but... Thing is, I'm not exactly what you'd call the religious type. Well, there's no need to solve it now. Like I said, I'll tackle the ones I do know for the time being. Anyway, let's get back on track. Down clue. A test user... Turing, yeah. The letters that match up with the green boxes appear at a small box at the bottom of the crossword puzzle, away from the other boxes. There's just 12 empty spaces left.
よし
Alan Turing was a mathematician who is known for coming up with the idea of a machine with unlimited calculation power known as a Turing machine. His name is used for the test where a machine that passes it is considered to have human intelligence. Cross clue. A muscle protein whose name is similar to a word that means the process of doing something. Trying to think. I'm trying to solve this myself. It's actin, yeah. A Babylonian pyramid of stairs, ziggurat, obviously. Biology, huh? Well, it's a technical term, so if I look it up, I'll figure it out pretty quickly. What else is there?
確かこれはあったこれだ
Down clue. The gods of Babylonia with the heavenly god Anu at their core. Anunnaki, yeah. I guess you could say I'd already done my homework when it came to that answer. Down clue. A circuit that is letting out sparks has shorted. If electricity doesn't move properly through a part, the circuit shorts, and the surge of electricity causes sparks to scatter. In a sense, it's the simplest word yet. A cross clue. In psychology, the restrained impulses of a person's unconsciousness, well, we know, was that brought up in the keywords? Well, if you've been watching the abridged version, I think you didn't see that, but it's shadow. Yeah, ziggurat. Here's another one I did my homework on. A shrine to the moon, a staircase to the heavens. That would be ziggurat. Just as I thought. Everything really feels like it's fitting into place. Down clue. A visual hallucination that appears to a prophet. Vision, of course. The name of one of the most legendary hackers is Isaiah blank A.G. blank.
ね
One of those social science related questions that I'm so bad at has shown up. I'll come back to it in a bit. For now, let's try the other word, the one that I ignored earlier. A hacker. Up until right now, I've thought of them as things that didn't concern me, but in a sense, Mutsuki was a hacker. Is he a friend of her? I take a look at the whole puzzle again. Come to think of it, there was this word I was on the verge of solving that I left behind. I immediately pull up a net search engine. Muscle and protein. Submit. Searching. Proteins found in muscle tissue that both generate forces to contract the muscles are myosin and actin.
やった
Actin is just one letter away from being action, which means the process of doing something, so I know it fits. Just then, down clue. Blank, I, blank, blank, 2 words. The first 2 words of the 3-word acronym where Nemu, the fairy's name, originates from. Damn, talk about a long one. And what's more, solving it is the only way to get to this word in the upper left with an anagram letter in it. This is where I really need to get serious, but hang on, before I go on. I think I know what that is, but I'm not going to say it just yet. Well, I've got no choice. Let's just read it over again.
レムレムに語源なんてあったんだ
Yeah, but except it's I got an L. See, this is where he's getting hung up. Now I might be wrong, but I think that it stands for Lunar Excursion Module. That was no, I put it in the notes on the forum, but Lunar Excursion Module was the original name of the lunar module in the Apollo program. You know, the thing that landed on the moon. It's a bit strange, but I'm pretty sure the answer to that is lunar excursion in this puzzle. when I went through this before, I guessed that pretty quickly. So it was. Anyway, let's go on. Come to think of it,
綺麗な夢でレムちゃんなのかな。
Sakuya said something strange. In Japanese, you can hear the name Nemu in a number of ways, one of them being Remu, but the clue said it's 3 words, not 4. In other words, she misinterpreted the fairy's name as Remu, but what other options are there? I'm pretty sure her name is Rem, R-E-M, so what's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of an acronym that's REM?
そうか、レム睡眠か。
Uh-huh. Humans have dreams. I'm pretty sure that REM sleep is related to dreams, and the kanji for dream is the same as the first kanji of Mutsuki's name. If Rem is Mutsuki's shadow, then it wouldn't be strange for her to give her shadow a name that has a connection to her own. Rem and sleep. Submit. Ching. Rem. Rapid eye movement.
よし、出た。
To borrow a phrase from Sakuya, I'm on fire today. It feels like I'll solve all the mysteries if I keep it up at this pace. I start typing again in high and proud spirits. What a stupid oversight on my part. The answer is 14 letters long, while rapid eye is only 8 letters, and the I doesn't match up, so it obviously wasn't the right answer. But what else could it be? Radiation emit.
そんな。
My vision is literally getting dark. Up until now, things have been going far too well. Just how am I supposed to break the deadlock in this situation?
お兄ちゃん
When I come to my senses, there's a fairy in the school hallway.
何やってるの？早く早く
Now, is this a dream or is this a hologram on the computer? Well, not a hologram, but whatever. When I think about it carefully, this is an extremely surreal reality. Is this in the net or is it... Yeah, exactly, my question. Or is it a dream?
もうグズグズしてると先に行っちゃうからね。
Come to think of it, shouldn't I ask Rem what the source of her name is?
ちょっと待って。
I run down the pitch-black hallways as if I'm partially being dragged along. It feels as if nothing exists in this world except for Rem and me, as if something's bewitching me. When I get there, I'm really out of breath. Even though this is an imaginary world, my lack of exercise still carries over.
ここは。
よく知ってる場所でしょ？わかんないの？よく観察してみようよ。見るのと観察するのとでは大違いなんだよ。
When she says that, I carefully examine my surroundings. When I do,
ここは。やっぱり夢だったのか。
it's hard to breathe, like my whole body was just ran 100 meters. It's not unreasonable. Even though I was in an imaginary world, I actually ran. At least I don't have a headache like the ones I used to get.
でも、レムは一体何を？
It's said that dreams are simply a byproduct of the process of your brain trying to sort out the information you absorbed when you were awake. If that's the case, then did my subconscious take the form of REM and try to bring something into my attention?